What is poppin', lovers? Listen, I am pissed because I did the video or the Spreaker to release it for tomorrow, but somehow I put it on unlisted and it got out there to the masses. Like, I don't, child, but it's not monetized. So guess what? If you was watching the previous video and then it just poof disappeared, that's because I took it off the scene. Because I'm like, oh no, YouTube, I will not give you a free laugh unless it's something that I'm trying to do to help the peoples or something like that. And watch out for me to do a video in regards to investing and retirement. A lot of people have been asking about it, but that's coming. But enough talking about that. Let's talk about this. Hey guys, hey, this is Nay. Follow me on IG, Periscope, Twitter, Spreaker, and support me on Patreon at NayRobonYouTube. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment respectfully, and subscribe. Now, let's talk about what the hell is going on here now with you Ninja News on a Monday or Tuesday or whenever YouTube decide to monetize it. But before we get started, please make sure that you like and share this video because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And on top of that, I need to hurry up and do this video because I'm watching this show. It's called Classic TV Bloopers. Down there to the Amazon Prime. Child, I need to watch this because them old shows, I used to love them, man. I thought the actors would be stiff, but they not. They having a good time on the set, right? But let's get into it. First person that I want to talk about is Cynthia Bailey. Listen, you know, the way that I look at Cynthia Bailey and her situation with Noel, because if you do not know, Cynthia Bailey is receiving backlash because she has allowed her daughter, Noel, to live with her boyfriend or fiance, Mike Hill, on the West Coast, right? And this is what I have to say about it. You know, the way I feel is that if you have not been privy to certain situations, then your thought pattern is not going to be that. Me, myself, I've been privy to certain situations, so I would never, ever allow my young daughter to go live with my fiance or something like that. Now, if it was her pappy, that's something totally different. So I wouldn't, you know, have a concern with that. But you have to think about it like this. Whenever Real Housewives is fitting to come back for season, I think it's 12 this season, there's always some kind of hoopla. It's always some kind of fake BS outrage that people get upset over. And this year, you know, because Cynthia is hanging on a string now. What's the name of that group that sang that? Loose Ends. You got me hanging on a string now. I used to love them, child. But anyway, I digress. So Cynthia Bailey is like, you know what I'm going to do? I know how women going to feel. They're going to be outraged about this. So I'm going to say that Noel is over there living on the West Coast with my fiance. Now, this is why I believe it's all bullshit. Okay? Because Noel's father, Leon, I don't know who he is laying in the bed with, but whatever it is he is laying in the bedroom with, I knows it feel good. I knows that it feels so good by the time it leave that bed. But I digress, okay? But Leon is a father that is invested into his child's upbringing. Therefore, do I believe that this could be a stunt? Yes, because somebody just informed me that Leon travels back and forth between LA and Atlanta. So why wouldn't Noel be living with her father if her father lives in Los Angeles part-time also? So you dig, I kind of think that this is like a little, you know, like some BS. You know what I'm saying? In order to create fake outrage over Cynthia Bailey allowing her beautiful young daughter to go live with her fiance, you know, or like I said, just you know, some people ain't been privy to certain things, so that the way they think is not like everybody else. And the way I think is, no, my daughter ain't going to go live with no nigga on the West Coast. That's not gonna her pappy live on the West Coast. Why would he live, or why would she live with her fiance instead of her pappy. That's just not making sense. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. So, hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. My allergies are bothering me. Next thing we're going to talk about is Wendy, bitch. I see you, bitch. You're getting fat. I see you, girl. You had so much upper body fat. You one of them women like me and in my family, how we are. Like, you know how some people gain fat, like, at the top. Some people gain fat at the bottom. My family, we gain most of our weight up at the top. So it's very important that we stay on top of our, weight, because we also have heart problems, right? So we around here, willy-nilly, and we got all that fat up around our upper body. Our heart can't take that stuff, right? So anyway, back to what I want to say. Wendy Williams, bitch, you're getting fat. I see it, bitch. And I see what's going on. Your ass was on them pills and you decided to stop. Now you around here eating ho-hos, because the truth of the matter is this. Anybody you know that is an opiate user or was an opiate user, they fat as hell now. I learned this on Scared Straight. They fat as hell now because, or some jail show, I don't know, it was hilarious. But they fat as hell because their body still wants that rush or that feeling that they get from the opiate. And what is euphoric is to have sweets. You ain't never lie. Them daggone sweets. But I've always had an addiction to cookie cakes and pies. Okay? Always. So Wendy Williams had Rakim on the show. She's sitting across from him with her titties out and her leg all the way out, talking about she's single. She done said that shit 17 times. Rakim is looking at her like, bitch, I don't care how single you are. I'm just here to push my... What is that? I'm just here to push my book. Sweat the Technique. Okay? She was over there salivating looking at Rakim. And I said to myself, hot pussy Wendy hot pussy Williams, girl, you know you slept with Eric B. You know we was around there hunching on Eric B. And I didn't know the correlation between the two. And what we found out on the show last week was that Eric B was a DJ at the same radio station that she was working at. Child, oh my God, girl. And now here we go. Wendy Williams is like, oh yes, Rakim, I wouldn't expect for you to wear anything else. Because she went down to the shoe cam and he had on some, I can't remember whether they was foam posit boots or Nike boots. I can't remember what kind of boots they was. He said they was RAs. I don't know what the hell a RA is. I don't know. But they look like regular Nike boots or foam posit boots to me. Okay? And he's sitting on the couch looking like Rakim, the first piece of chocolate that I ever loved in my life. I think it was him or Big Daddy Kane. Whoever was first was the first piece of chocolate that I ever wanted to have in my life. Okay? And Wendy on the couch, back to the couch. I keep going to the couch. I keep going everywhere. But Wendy's on the couch. And, she inquires about, so what happened between you and Eric B? Bitch, you know what the hell happened. You was fucking him, so you know. Rakim said that they fell out over an agreement, basically. By the book, you'll find out the whole thing, So, what else did I want to say about that? Nothing. I don't want to say nothing else about that. So, let's move on to Evelyn Lozada. Thinks she's black. She do? I find that to be an insult, because what the hell does that mean, she thinks she's black? So because Evelyn Lozada is acting a certain way, maybe that's supposed to be synonymous with black folks, then that means she's trying to act black. And Evelyn Lozada was appalled because she's like, I'm Afro-Latina. Now, this is my thing. When somebody say, oh, you're trying to act white, you're trying to act black. First of all, why is black always associated with bad? And why is white always associated with good? You got affluent whites and you got affluent blacks. You got educated whites, you got educated blacks. You got trashy, down, dirty, nickel-po white folks, and you got nickel-po black folks. Actually, sometimes it be nickel-po, down-po black folks because, in a crisis, white people will not survive. I mean, they won't. They just won't. They don't know how to like hustle the same way that we know how to hustle. Period. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Hashtag selfish dinners. Okay, moving on. But I'm insulted at the fact that the young girl on the show, I don't know which one it was that said that Evelyn Lozada wants to be black, but I'm appalled at that. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. I'm lost, and that was ignorant as hell for her to say it. So when I'm speaking, well, that's me wanting to be white. If I aspire to be rich or to have lofty or greater goals, that's me wanting to be white. But if I'm fighting on the street, that's me acting black. Get the fuck out of here. How about when you do both? How about when you a whole nigga from the beginning, and at the end you might end up being, I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to say? Some people are just diverse. That's just who they are. They just all kinds of people, and that was ignorant to me. And I know I might make some people mad because a lot of people use the term, oh, she's trying to act white, or she's trying to act black. Ask yourself this. Now that you see all these rappers dressing like mafia Italian thugs, are these rappers trying to be Italian? When you have rappers like Nicki Minaj and she's dressed like a whole kabuki doll, she's trying to be Asian? You know what I'm saying? When we was around here and we was wearing what's them things called, like the African garb, it wasn't the real one unless you had real associations with them, but dashikis, that's what I was saying. So now we trying to be African? I mean, come on, get out of here. That's ignorant to say. It was ignorant for the person on Basketball Wives to say it, And to me, it's another thing. It's all a bunch of scams. And some people be like, nay, it's real. Yeah, I bet it is real. Them people really want to keep getting that daggone check. So they really would say any damn thing to keep getting the check. And Shawnee really would allow it because she want her Basketball Wives to thrive. Shit, people got bills to pay. So now let's go on to the next thing. Eddie Murphy apologizes for the things he said in the 80s during his Delirious and Raw concerts. Let me say this. Back in the 80s, early 90s, we knew basically nothing about the disease, HIV, and AIDS. Nothing about it. Now, of course, people are living and thriving with it. And thank you, God, for it. I'm not going to say that I have not had times where I should have been scared about, sleeping with somebody, and there are times that I should have been scared. But then, you threw your penis or your vagina on a roulette table all the time when you're young, all the time. So anyway, I'm married to a wife. She did not obtain her nursing license, her BSN RN license, until maybe 2002, something like that, right? And she is basically thrown off about how my way of thinking is. And I'm telling her, when we grew up in the 80s and 90s, we didn't know nothing about the disease. So it was all kinds of fake foolery and, things like we didn't know that you couldn't breathe the person's air. We didn't know that, you could kiss a person unless you got a cut in your mouth. It was just so many falsies out there about the disease that we just did not know. So when Eddie Murphy cracked the jokes the way he did, it was just a sign of a time. I'm not mad at him that he said it. I'm sure at the time a lot of the LGBT community was not mad at him when he said it, because a lot of things that he said there was true. Like, not all of it, because, well, let me say this. At the time, the things that he said in Raw and, what is that? In Raw and, I forget the other one. Delirious, were what we thought was the truth. So that's the reason why we said them. Now, we're not going to say the same things now because we are better educated now on the disease. So for the life of me, I still don't understand why people make it seem like it's a bad thing, you know, to have it. I mean, yeah, you got the package, but it should, I mean, it's people out here with herpes too. At least they curing the package. You know, we write on the neck as the package. Herpes still out here thriving and well and alive. Ask Usher. Shit. But anyway, Eddie Murphy, I ain't mad at you. You know, especially because we know that you had a whole trans woman out here that disappeared. You know, and that's all I'm going to say about that, Cherry. That's all I'm going to say about that. But anyway, guys, if you have not shared or liked and shared this video, please do so. And remember this, the same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Deuce.